We are going to a breaking news straight away. Queen Elizabeth II has opened the CHOGM summit today.
Thank you, PJ and Devika. Your courage and your determination inspire us all. I'd now like to invite Dr. Joseph Muscat,
The
Prime
CHOGM
Minister
summit.
of Malta, to speak.
Your Majesty, Royal Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It has been quite a journey since we last met in Malta more than 2 years ago. The world is a different place. Things we took for granted are now rooted in deep uncertainty. And while progress continues to be achieved, this is uneven and unleveled. Despite this, the Commonwealth, our Commonwealth, is experiencing a rekindled interest, with our family growing and positive changes happening. As Malta concludes its term as chair for the second time in a decade, we wish the United Kingdom the very best for the 2 years ahead. I will not list the achievements and the works in progress. Instead, I would rather conclude our term by touching upon a central theme we addressed during our meeting in Valletta: that of equality. While respecting our different cultures and backgrounds, the Commonwealth must be a force that nudges and encourages its members to embrace this fundamental value. By standing together, our Commonwealth has fought proudly for equality amongst different races, at a time when such equality could not be taken for granted. That is a feather in our cap. But we have to remind ourselves that equality is not a relative value. We cannot be in favor of one type of equality and ambivalent or against another. That is why Malta believes that the advocacy for gender equality and equal rights for the LGBTIQ community should remain firmly on the Commonwealth agenda, not to point fingers or cross swords, but to assist decision makers, engage with communities, and promote best practices. We can register progress with brave steps taken in some of the members in our family, but there are still too many of our sisters and brothers who are criminalized, discriminated against, or even subjected to violence. If there is at least one takeaway from our term as chair, we hope it is this, and that the engagement continues. Finally, Your Majesty, allow me to thank you for your personal interest, the interest you take in our Commonwealth. As proud, independent nations, we look at your leadership of our family as an honor you are affording us. When your father, His Majesty King George, started what he started, you have not only continued, but also elevated to unprecedented levels. We are equally elated by the vigor with which His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, actively participates in Commonwealth affairs and puts a strong Commonwealth dimension in his various national and global initiatives. We are certain that when he will be called upon to do so, he will provide a solid and passionate leadership for our Commonwealth. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. It's now my great privilege to invite Your Majesty, as the head of the Commonwealth, to address us.
Prime Minister Muscat, Prime Minister May, Secretary-General, ladies and gentlemen. Having on so many occasions been welcomed to opening ceremonies around the Commonwealth, it is a pleasure this time to welcome you to my own home. Here at Buckingham Palace in 1949, my father met the heads of government when they ratified the London Declaration, which created the Commonwealth as we know it today, then comprising just 8 nations. Who then, or in 1952, when I became head of the Commonwealth, would have guessed that a gathering of its member states would one day number 53, or that it would comprise 2.4 billion people? Put simply, we are one of the world's great convening powers, a global association of volunteers who believe in the tangible benefits that flow from exchanging ideas and experiences and respecting each other's point of view. And we seem to be growing stronger year by year. The advantages are plain to see. An increasing emphasis on trade between our countries is helping us all to discover exciting new ways of doing business. And imaginative initiatives have shown how together we can bring about change on a global scale. The Commonwealth canopy has emphasized our interdependence, while the Commonwealth Blue Charter promises to do the same in protecting our shared ocean resources. The Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Trust is providing life-changing eye treatment to many thousands through the generosity and cooperation of the nations represented here today. My family and I have been heartened by these and many other programs in which we are proud to play a part. I'm glad to see that young people, connecting through technology, are becoming ever more involved. When I meet the young leaders of this century, I remember my own lifelong commitment made in South Africa in 1947 at the age of 21. As another birthday approaches this week, I'm reminded of the extraordinary journey we have been on and how much good has been achieved. It remains a great pleasure and honour to serve you as head of the Commonwealth and to observe with pride and satisfaction that this is a flourishing network. It is my sincere wish that the Commonwealth will continue to offer stability and continuity for future generations, and will decide that one day the Prince of Wales should carry on the important work started by my father in 1949. By continuing to treasure and reinvigorate our associations and activities, I believe we will secure a safer, more prosperous and sustainable world for those who follow us. A world where the Commonwealth's generosity of spirit can bring its gentle touch of healing and hope to all. Mindful, as always, that this summit of Commonwealth leaders draws its mandate and authority from our member countries collectively, it gives me great pleasure to declare this meeting of the Commonwealth Heads of Government open